Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Want to do a quick little tribute video here today to a tremendous musician, singer-songwriter who passed away. The great Randy Meisner died 2 days ago on the 26th at the age of 77, July 26th. Born March 8th, 1946. Born in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Randall Herman Meisner, of course, was the bass player and vocalist in the Eagles. He was also briefly in Poco, the original incarnation of Poco, played with Rick Nelson, did lots of solo stuff in a band called Black Tie. Had a very, very long career, most notable, though, as the rock in the Eagles for many, many years. And he apparently passed away. He was been suffering from COPD for a while. And who can forget those great high harmonies? It's such an integral part of the Eagles sound early on. He's on all those classic albums up until he departed from the band. After Hotel California, Timothy B. Schmidt came in and replaced him for the Long Run album. But it was Randy's. You had all these guys who sang in the band, right? So you had, of course, Glenn Frey and Don Hensley, the main lead vocalist, but then Randy would generally also sing not only backing vocals, but at least one or two lead vocals on each album. And he contributed a lot of great songs to the band as well. So, of course, you've got the first album, Eagles, right, which came out in the very early 70s. And just, really cool bands that incorporated kind of country rock and folk and rock and pop, as well as what arguably a lot of people say, well, there's the southern rock element to some of the music of the band of the Eagles, right? And that is possible there too as well. But you had his vocal style on stuff like Take the Devil on this particular album. Most of Us Are Sad, he sings that one as well as Tryin'. He also co-writes a lot of the stuff on here, and as well as his rock-solid bass playing. Who can forget that? Then, of course, you got the Desperado album, which came out in 1973. And here he is singing Certain Kind of Fool, all right, as well as co-singing Saturday Night. But again, writing a few songs on the album as well, or co-writing a few songs on the album. But it really was with the On the Border album that I think he really started to kind of take off with his songwriting and vocal skills. Midnight Flyer is his vocal on there. And again, that really he's got that kind of high-pitched, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so different from the other guys who sing in the band, right? Also, Is It True? It's another song from him as well. He also co-writes a couple tracks on here as well. And then, of course, on the great One of These Nights. Here is where I think we really start to see, Too Many Hands, co-writes as well as sings. Excellent. Take It to the Limit. That's him. That's his vocals on there, right? Just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And in my opinion, they probably didn't use his talents enough in the band from a vocal perspective, although his backing vocals are all over the place on, throughout these albums. And a really rock-solid bass player, too, right? And then, of course, he is also on the million selling, quadruple selling, platinum album, Hotel California, right? So here he's singing Try and Love Again, right? But by this point in time, him and the band are kind of like on different wavelengths. And he would go on to leave the band, like I said, to be replaced by Timothy Schmidt, but he would go and release a solo album fairly shortly thereafter in the Randy Meisner solo album. He also released one more song in 1980, and Randy Meisner, again, he released two self-titled albums in 1982. And like I said, he would do various other projects and things in other bands, so he was pretty involved in music for quite a long time. But like I said, he has been ill for a number of years. So, but yeah, did want to give him a little props here today because just a terrific bass player, really great vocalist, so important to the early sound of the Eagles, And I always thought, and no disrespect to Timothy B. Schmid, who was a wonderful singer as well. But again, they didn't really utilize him enough either, right? Other than doing some of the harmonies and things. But Randy Meisner, such a part of the Eagles early on, and one of the many reasons why some of these early albums are so magical. So yeah, Randy Meisner leaves us at 77 years old. 2 days ago on the 26th of July. May he rest in peace. So everybody go out and listen to some classic Eagles in memory of the great Randy Meisner, and rest in peace. Our condolences to his friends and family and all the fans out there. So thanks for watching, everybody here. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Take care. Randy Meisner will miss you. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.